Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here, so remember to subscribe for the latest videos, because today's story is one that will leave you breathless, stunned, and completely captivated by the enduring magic and fearless presence of one of Hollywood's most enigmatic icons, Rebecca De Mornay. In a world that constantly tries to define beauty through narrow standards and limit women's expression to youth and perfection, Rebecca De Mornay has just shattered every expectation in one bold, radiant, and unapologetically revealing moment. Yes, she has shown it all, and the proof is in the pictures that are now lighting up social media timelines, magazine covers, entertainment blogs, and fan forums with unstoppable force. The legendary actress who stole hearts in the 80s with her seductive charm in Risky Business, and then amazed critics with her intense performances in films like The Hand That Rocks the Cradle and The Slaughter Rule, has now reclaimed her place in the spotlight, not as a nostalgic figure of the past, but as a fearless, ageless goddess whose presence demands to be felt right now. The photos, daring, raw, and emotionally charged, do not simply show skin. They reveal truth. They show a woman who has lived, who has loved, who has been adored and forgotten and adored again, and who now stands boldly in her full, unfiltered glory. She shows it all, not for attention, not for validation, but for liberation. In lace, in leather, in shadows and golden light, Rebecca poses with the kind of confidence that only time can teach. Each curve celebrated, each angle commanding, each gaze telling a story more profound than any headline could capture. The internet is calling it a resurrection, a masterclass in feminine power, and a moment of Hollywood history. But what led to this breathtaking moment? The answer is as dramatic and emotionally complex as Rebecca herself. This is a woman who spent decades navigating the treacherous waters of celebrity, from red carpets and flashing lights to personal struggles behind the scenes, grief, heartbreak, industry betrayal, reinvention, and quiet strength. She was once the ultimate symbol of sultry allure, cast in roles that highlighted her physical magnetism but too often underestimated her emotional depth and range. Yet she endured.
She evolved.
And she waited, not for the world's approval, but for the right time to speak again, without saying a single word. And with these photos, she has spoken louder than ever. They were not leaked, not stolen, not scandalous. They were curated, intentional, artistic, and fierce. This is not exploitation, it is expression. And the message is clear. She is not done. Not faded. Not invisible. In fact, she is more seen now than ever before. Her fans, who have adored her for years, from cult classics to TV thrillers, are rallying around this powerful reintroduction with overwhelming love. Comments flood the web. She's still got it. She's more powerful than ever. This is the confidence we all need, and she's the realest woman in Hollywood. Meanwhile, the younger generation, many discovering Rebecca for the first time, are stunned to learn how boldly and beautifully a woman can live outside the traditional spotlight. What's remarkable is how the photos, while undeniably sensual, are far more than provocative, they're poetic. The lighting evokes old Hollywood glamour. The wardrobe, minimal yet purposeful, nods to timeless femininity. And most importantly, her expressions tell us everything we need to know. She is done playing roles. She is living her truth. Rebecca De Mornay's current self is not a comeback. It's a rebirth. This isn't a woman clinging to fame. It's a woman embracing power. For years, tabloids tried to write her off, to reduce her story to former starlet or fading beauty. Today, she burns those labels down with a single glance into the camera lens. Because the Rebecca in these photos is more real, more raw, and more relevant than ever before. And this is only the beginning. As the spotlight intensifies around Rebecca De Mornay, the world can't look away, not because she conforms to fleeting trends, but because she dares to defy them, standing tall, bearing not only her body, but her journey, her essence, her battle scars, and her triumphs in a stunning cascade of images that have now become a cultural phenomenon. With every revealing photo, she peels back layers of her past, the glory, the gossip, the pain, the power, and in doing so, invites a new generation to witness a rebirth that transcends style and age. The response has been thunderous. Fashion critics hail her as a fearless muse, feminist scholars call it a visual reclamation of narrative, and fans across the globe are deeply moved by her decision to show it all. Not in desperation, not in vanity, but in deliberate, radiant self-possession. The world remembers her not just as the hypnotic blonde of the 1980s, but now as the silver-lace siren who redefined what it means to be immortal in Hollywood. This new chapter doesn't rewrite her past, it elevates it. Rebecca is no longer the character written for the screen. She has become the author of her own visual legacy. Her boldness has inspired a tidal wave of admiration from celebrities, stylists, and activists alike, all echoing the sentiment that this moment is not about nudity or exposure. It's about embodiment, about standing fully in one's lived truth with glamour, elegance, and undeniable force. And while her beauty has taken center stage once more, what resonates deepest is her unyielding spirit. Her life has not been without storms, tabloid betrayals, career stagnations, personal heartbreaks kept carefully hidden, but those battles now illuminate her gaze in every new image. They are not blemishes on her legacy, but brushstrokes in a masterpiece decades in the making. With minimal makeup and unapologetic poise, she stares directly into the lens, as if challenging the world. See me now. All of me. Each photograph is a revolution in still life. Satin sheets, golden hour glows, classic noir silhouettes, and a body that tells the truth of time without shame. It is sensual, yes, but far beyond lust, it's liberation. Rebecca's bold unveiling is not a cry for relevance, but a roar of freedom. She is both muse and master, subject and storyteller. And for the millions watching, reposting, and celebrating this powerful unveiling, the impact goes far beyond the viral moment. It has sparked a larger conversation about aging with grace but also with grit, about rejecting invisibility, about owning space and taking up light regardless of age, gender, or past mistakes. Even major publications once reluctant to give her page space are now flooding headlines with praise. Rebecca reclaims the crown, photos that changed everything, De Mornay's defiance, and proof that true beauty evolves. She's now being invited to major fashion weeks, brand campaigns are rumored to be in discussion, and art houses are already bidding for rights to feature the photo series in curated exhibitions celebrating timeless femininity. It's not just a comeback, it's a statement, a visual manifesto. What started as a personal reveal has become a cultural reset. And while social media continues to gush, breaking viewing records and hashtags like #RebeccaUnveiled trend across platforms, it's her silence in all of this that screams loudest. She hasn't released a formal statement. She hasn't granted interviews. She lets the photos speak, and in every frame, the message echoes, I am still here. I never left. You just weren't ready. It's a lesson in resilience, a masterclass in maturity, and a final reminder that Rebecca De Mornay is not a relic of a golden age. She is the flame that keeps it alive. So, as the cameras flash, the fans cheer, and the industry bows once again to her undeniable allure, one thing is crystal clear. Rebecca De Mornay has not only shown it all, she has redefined it all. And in doing so, she's left a permanent mark on this moment in pop culture history. Her photos will be studied, admired, and remembered not for what they show, but for what they declare. That beauty does not expire, boldness does not fade, and the stars that shine from within never lose their light. Her story is not over, it is being rewritten, image by image, frame by frame, and we are all witnesses to her radiant resurgence. Don't forget to subscribe to Daily Gossip for more celebrity stories, Hollywood updates, and inspiring journeys every day. Because stars like Rebecca De Mornay don't just shine, they blaze.